Yo, what's up guys, it's Nate here. Already in our first match here against some Japanese player. Just looking for minor first play. I mean not minor, I guess minor first play to see what he has. It looks like he has Hog Rider skeletons. So this looks like obviously a Hog Earthquake, but I'm wondering, I know he's Queen. I'm wondering if he's using like Valk or Giant Skelly though. I know there's been like a Giant Skeleton version. So let's just see. So I think if you guys already know, I said in my last video, I think like it was my birthday soon. So I think when I'm recording this video, I think tomorrow will be my birthday. So whenever this video does drop, that's why I'm trying to like, I guess trying to daily upload and get a video out now. So then on my birthday, obviously I really don't want to play CR. I probably shouldn't. So he does outcycle my Hog, or he outcycles my eye tower. So I have to go for a Rocket here. So I do have a nice counter push for the Dark Prince. That's what he plays. Okay, it looks like he does have Giant Skeleton. So I think it's a pretty like decent matchup for Miner. Obviously, like them having no reset for my eye tower is really good. I think the only way they can DPS it down is like if they like EQ log it, or if they like predict my eye tower. So right here, I'm just gonna go skeletons in the middle for the Giant Skelly. I really don't want to overcommit anything else. So just play Miner and then delivery on this Queen. I always tell you guys, if you guys ever face I'm using Queen, always go delivery the bridge. I think it always forces them to pop their ability early. So I think E-Spirit, okay, never mind. I was gonna say E-Spirit should fully counter the Queen, but he does play a well-placed log. So I know he's playing a Hog, so I'm probably have to eat that Fire Spirit, which is really unfortunate. But honestly, I'd rather eat one Fire Spirit than take a Hog hit, because Hog does like what, like 420 damage. So he's gonna play my Miner at 0 elixir. I know he's probably gonna wait a little bit and play Skeletons, which is fine. I guess he's letting me like, letting my Miner hit. I feel like that's more damage, rather him just like playing it right on my Miner. And I think my Miner would still get me more damage, rather I play my Miner first, then he plays the Skeletons to fully counter. So heading to double elixir, we are down like 300 damage, but we should be okay here. He goes for Queen. Okay, I'm probably just try to cycle back to my Miner. So go for delivery. Let's see if he does play Giant Skeleton. Okay, looks like he doesn't. So I guess by going Miner, it does force him to play more elixir. So let's see, probably just go for Skeletons and go for Rocket. I think I need a log here. I think the Earthquake's still on my tower. It would have slowed down my tower, and Hog would have gotten a hit. So I definitely needed to go for a log there. So let's see, he goes for Fire Spirit. I assume he's back to Hog. By the way, he's cycling. Okay, really aggressive Giant Skelly. Well, yeah, I see the Denacito play. Giant Skelly, then Hog. But I think a delivery log should fully counter this. Other tower help? It looks like it does. I don't think I needed that E-Spirit, but just play it safe. So you can see that, again, guys, I'm kind of abusing the fact that he doesn't have a reset to my eye tower. So if they ever do that play against you guys can always go eye tower high. Unless, like, you know that they're going to predict with Queen. In this case, he doesn't have Queen in cycle, so I think go for Dark Prince on the Queen, and then go for eye tower on the Hog. I think eye tower, yeah, should be at 1 HP, and should also clean up the Hog, and Skeletons for the Queen. He does go for preemptive Skeletons, so I can just go for a pre-log, E-Spirit to block the Fire Spirit, and then go for Miner once again for the chip damage. He does play Hog, so you guys can see that. Okay, wow. Looks like he decided to Earthquake with the Hog, so again, ignoring my Miner, and then going Queen kind of late. So now we're in a 500 damage lead. So I feel like almost like with just 30 seconds left, as long as we keep up like the same defense and just don't like fat finger a Rocket or an eye tower, we should be okay here. So I go eye tower in the middle. I don't think there's like an anti-earthquake position for the eye tower. So just play Skeletons for the Hog. You can see that the Miner damage is adding up. I don't think he's caught like a single in like any of my Miners. So go for E-Spirit at the back. He does outcycle. I wasn't really counting cycle, to be fair, so I can really just go for log for the chip damage and go for Miner. You guys can see that basically every time he goes for Earthquake, I can really just go for Miner, and he isn't really catching it, and if he does, it's a little bit too late. I feel like slowly the chip damage is adding up, and you guys can see that all the way from the start of the game up until now, I wasn't quite like down 30 in damage, but with just a couple Miner hits and like log deliveries, it should be a pretty nice win. So I think if this is E-Spirit connects, it should be game over. Just gonna go for logs to be safe. E-Spirit Skeletons. Looks like he does let it connect. He's gonna go for a Hog, but it's a little bit too late. He's gonna Earthquake. So let's see. I think I should be okay here. Just gonna go for a Rocket. I think Rocket is 591. He's gonna log his Hog back just to be safe. And that should be GG. Honestly, a pretty nice win. I think it's a pretty easy matchup. So let's just hop into the next match. Alright guys, so hopping in the next match here against a Co from Phantom's Kush. This guy, I'm pretty sure he runs like log bait. I think he has like Valk guards Princess. So obviously, like, I think it's like a variant of like Riley's deck, I would say. So I always tell you guys, this guy isn't Riley, so I should win. So he doesn't go for barrel. Will he Princess this? I don't think he will. He actually might. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Okay, well, speaking of predictions, looks like he does go Princess Bridge. I guess it's a good play because honestly in this matchup, like log bait should never break through unless they get like a lucky princess connection or like they outcycle your delivery and log somehow. So really unfortunate start. His princess gets 2 shots somehow. So I'm actually gonna go minor E-Spirit opposite lane and go for delivery. Please come down in time. Okay, wow, I'm playing really bad right now. Letting that barrel connect. So honestly, this isn't the greatest start against log bait. Also, honestly, I can't ignore those guards either because it's gonna do so much damage. So I think what with his princess down, probably down like 2 or 3 elixir. Let's see. Will he let this die? Please let it die. Okay, why are you letting the princess die? Dark Prince does get a hit. So honestly, should I log this or skeletons? Okay, I'm probably gonna skeletons. Please don't E-Spirit or log this. So I'm actually gonna miner the back right now. I kind of need to focus into one lane. Thankfully, he doesn't catch my miner. So there is some chip damage, and I think always against log bait, if you can't really catch the princess bridge every single time, obviously the miner chip will always help you, and always placing troops in the middle for the princess or whenever they have it in cycle. So right here, I'm just gonna E-Spirit high and then go for delivery right away. I'm not really counting his cycle, so I'm not really too sure if he's gonna. Okay, wow, that is a really aggressive barrel. I do miss one, but honestly, he just put what 9 on the field. So just going for Dark Prince and E-Spirits. I really doubt he has any elixir for this. He honestly might log this, but even if he does, I think my delivery is still alive. So let's see. I think he does log. Okay, he does kill my delivery, but honestly, I think I got the better end of that trade. That was so aggressive. I guess he thought I would have like went rock in the tower, and that would have been a fair trade. So Ghost Cut in the middle. Yes, Princess my bridge. So honestly, at this point, this should be GG. Again, guys, like being that aggressive in single, I think you can do that. Like again, guys, maybe you're trying to predict like me rocketing, so I guess him going rocket barrel would have made sense. But in that case, that was way too aggressive, and I'm just like obviously that's like a really aggressive push in single, so I can punish him for that. So honestly, probably just gonna rocket his tower and then go miner opposite lane, like just in the case that like someone gets lucky and then takes my other tower. The miner damage is adding up in the opposite lane. So I think rocket is 591, so just log to be safe. I don't know. I think that barrel's in the normal position, so go for E-Spirit. He does catch a log, but I go for skeletons in the middle for his princess. I did predict that. So going for rocket, he does go for desperation guards and princess. But then with just 9 seconds left, even if he goes for a barrel and go for rocket, he won't get any damage. Like I said, even if he chucks his rocket, he doesn't do enough. So this should be GG. I guess a pretty nice win against the log bait guards. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he lost because he was so aggressive in single elixir, but I'm pretty sure I still would have won anyways, hopefully. But nice win against log bait, and I'll see you guys in the next match. So hopping our 3rd match here against Planet. Okay, skeletons. I think I was like watching his profile earlier, like I saw him facing one of my friends and he was using like Mortar 2.9. And honestly, I always ask me like, Nate, like you always like make matches look so easy, like what are the hardest counters to miner control? And honestly guys, I think Mortar 2.9 is probably one of them. I think it's 3.0 because he has Valk. Oh man, looks like it is. This is a really tough matchup. I think generally against like most Mortar decks, if you're like new to miner control, this is like a very hard matchup. Anyways, he does go for Mortar, but I think he's pretty aggressive. He's not back to his Valk yet, so I think Mortar should die. It shouldn't lock my tower, hopefully not. So honestly, in this matchup, I think I give 2 tips: is never go Mortar on the, never go I-Tower on the Mortar. I feel like they can like, since like Mortar has like so many responses to distract, like they have archers, they have Valk, Ice Spirit Log. I think against most Mortar decks, if they outcycle you and like like you can't go I-Tower bridge, I'd recommend going I-Tower the middle. Honestly, in this matchup, I think, who is it, Aaron? Yeah, I usually face Aaron and I lose. So usually against him, like my only way of winning really is to kind of distract the Mortar, always by going to I-Tower the middle and then rocking his tower. Because I think if Planet is smart, he'll literally just rocket cycle my tower right now and does not go for Mortars. Okay, looks like he will go for Mortar. Speaking of that, so I can go for I-Tower in this situation. So I can do this because he just wasted Valk, and then also even if he played Ice Spirit Skeletons, he would have nothing for my miner. And then obviously he needs to go E-Spirit to kill everything. So I think we're like 22 seconds into double elixir, and it's I guess I'm up 200 damage, but this is gonna get really tough. I feel like my plan for like I guess for the future if I win is to honestly just rocket cycle him, and obviously going like I-Tower in the middle. I think going I-Tower in the middle will like show you guys kind of how good it is. I feel like in most cases, like some of you wouldn't do that. Like you would think, oh no, that's bad, Nate. But I think in this case it'll work. So he doesn't let Dark Prince actually kill his Mortar. So right here, let's go for Miner. But you guys can see that he has so many responses to like all my troops. So I think go for E-Spirit here. Okay, E-Spirit doesn't even jump, but Miner does get some chip damage, which is nice. But now he's just probably gonna rocket cycle me again. So let's see, partner go for delivery and then go for I-Tower here. He doesn't really have a good response to this Mortar, so it looks like he just doesn't let it die. So let's see. I know he's gonna check his rocket. Just gonna wait though. I'm actually gonna go minor rocket right now. Okay, perfect. He goes for a rocket. I know he's okay. Wow, that NATO was pretty interesting. Okay, and as we predict his Okay, wow, that was actually a really good sequence. He missed his NATO. My rocket hit his ice spirit, and then also my E spirit connected on skeletons. And just like that, guys, with just a good damage lead, I think we should be able to win this. I'm in a good cycle right now, so probably just go for eye tower on the mortar. He doesn't catch my miner because I'm going miner in that position, guys, to also I guess distract the mortar. And then also knowing that he doesn't have like his NATO back in cycle. So I think at this point it's just a rocket cycle game. I think I should be able to win though. I think because of his missed NATO, I'm up like 400 damage, as you guys can see. So he goes for a pretty interesting NATO. Ooh, okay, I go for miner, so I guess we'll play skeletons. He will catch my miner and kill it completely because of ice spirit. Skeletons get a hit. Okay, I'm asking for way too much. Alright, I might just go eye tower here because I'm gonna try and NATO this. Okay, he goes for archer, so I think it's a free delivery on my end. Delivery come down. Okay, perfect. So I think at this point, you can't really defend this mortar, just let it die, so I could probably just chuck my rocket on his tower. And I think at this point, I think like I need one miner hit and then a log. Rocket should take the game. But I have to be very careful here. I'm probably just gonna go miner on defense. I'm gonna wait a little bit because I know he's putting a NATO, my miner in. Okay, perfect, okay. Just predicting his plays. I feel like his plays are pretty obvious. Obviously, Planet doesn't one-trick this deck, so we should be able to win, even though it's a really hard matchup. So then go for log here, and you guys can see that by going eye tower in the middle, I guess it distracts the mortar, and he's forced to rocket. But when he rockets, I'm just gonna rocket back. And let's see, I'm pretty sure does log do enough? Okay, 73. I'm pretty sure after the log nerf it does 77 or something. But anyways, Eastward does chain, and that should be GG. Not really too sure how Planet lost that. I guess I was just playing well. So I think that should put us like top 25 or somewhere along those lines. So let's just hop into the next match. Alright, so hopping in next match here against SK OP Sam. I don't know what he's running. Could be running anything, to be honest. I think last time I saw he was running like Pumpo. Honestly, I really hope it's not Pumpo. Like, it's a really annoying matchup. So he goes for Fire Spirit, Bomber. Ooh, he goes for Wall Breaker, so I think this is Drill. So you guys know what's gonna happen if it's Drill. Honestly, it's a pretty easy matchup. You have to be like just careful in single. So again, guys, if you guys have any questions about this matchup, feel free to let me know in the comments. And obviously, I do look at almost all the comments. So let's just hop straight into it. You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Yeah, you PMS like I can't say that. I would know. And you overthink. Always speak cryptically. I should know that you're no good for me. Cause you're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white, we fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You don't really wanna stay, no, but you don't really want to go, oh, you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down. Alright, so here's the wall breakers, but we should be good again, guys. It's a pretty easy matchup, as you guys can see. We used to be just like twins, so in sync. The same aim, energy. Now's a dead battery. Used to laugh about nothing. Now you're playing boring. I should know that you're not gonna change. You're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white, we fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You don't really wanna stay, no, but you don't really wanna go. Oh, you're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, then up, then you're down. Alright, so getting back to the game, I think we're in a pretty good solid damage lead. He is actually catching him damage somehow, but I think we should still be okay here. Popping his Skeleton King ability pretty late, I guess. That's really locked on. Someone call the doctor. Got a case of a love bipolar. Stuck on a roller coaster. Can't get off this ride. You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Cause you're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white, we fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up, you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white, we tight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You don't really wanna stay, no. You don't really wanna go, oh. Hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no. You're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down. So, I guess hope you guys enjoy the singing. I know some of you might say, Nate, you're a terrible singer. Trust me, guys, I already know. But getting back to the game, you see that Sam really has no way of breaking through. So as long as I defend this next push, okay, nice log, Nate, but it should be okay. I can just chuck my last rocket of the game, I guess, and this should be GG. So a pretty nice win against Sam. So he was pretty low, so we won't get any trophies. So I'll probably just cut into the next match. So it looks like we're actually facing Issei. Oh man, Issei is like one of the best. I would say like one of the best Pekka like lightning ram players ever. I think he's like what, like a top 4 finisher with it actually. So let's see, looks like he is using his one trick, or it could be like Pekka Marcher, which it is. I think it is still a pretty good matchup. So he actually does have a YouTube in his clan, so you guys can go check him out. He is Japanese, so obviously he doesn't speak English, but you guys like do want to learn Pekka, I would recommend you go check out his channel. So anyways, getting back to the game, I'm just gonna go for Log and E-Spirit here. Okay, I think I should go Minor on defense, which is pretty unfortunate. I would want to save my Minor, like to obviously go for the Minor chip. But he does go for Ghost opposite, so I'll probably just go for Delivery. Is he gonna Marcher this? Oh boy, he does go for Marcher. I was about to say that, like that's like a really bad play. It isn't. I guess he needs all the damage he can get, because I feel like in double elixir, there's like no way he can break through. So I assume probably a Bandit. I think he's back to it. Okay, goes for Bandit. Dark Prince does dash, thankfully. Okay, so I think, okay, he goes for Battle Ram, so I go for High Ice Tower here. Battle Ram, where are you going? Oh, dude. Oh. So let's go over Skeletons, E-Spirit. That's like really unfortunate. Taking way too much damage from a Battle Ram, and then I think after that trade, I think we're down 3 elixir. I'm pretty sure after that log, and obviously down what, 1500 damage. So honestly, this isn't the start that I would want against Pekka, especially against Issei. I think he knows how to punish, but I think we should still be okay here. He goes for Ghost opposite, or Ghost same lane. So I know he's definitely up in elixir. Will he Pekka? I don't think he should Pekka. It looks like he does. So let's go for Dark Prince for the Ghost. Please Dark Prince. Dark Prince, what are you doing? Okay, that was a really bad Dark Prince on my end. But thankfully, I think that was a good trade because what, it forces out an E-Wiz and Ghost. So I think let's go for Delivery on this to kill the E-Wiz and the Ghost, and go for I-Tower. I think this should fully counter the Pekka. He will go for Marcher. But the Marcher, okay, actually, I think that was another bad I-Tower on my end, so another mistake. But I go for Skeletons last second, and his Pekka should be dead. Will he support this Marcher is the question. So let's go for E-Spirit. He looks like he won't. Let's go for Dark Prince on the Marcher. I have to go for Delivery Log on this Battle Ram. Luckily the Marcher doesn't hit my tower. Obviously going Minor in the back. I think he's going to be forced by E-Wiz. Probably, I assume, yeah, on my Minor. And then Bandit for the Dark Prince. So we're still down 1400 damage. And we still have to deal with the Bandit. So let's go for E-Spirit and Skeletons. I'm honestly probably going to rocket this Pekka. I really don't have damage in any lane. So I guess it's giving me the value for it, which I'll take. So let's see, how are we gonna defend? I'm probably just gonna go for Log this Pekka, just honestly just cycling back to another one. Okay, he does play a Marcher, so that's a free Delivery Log on my end, or free Delivery E-Spirit. So I have to go for E-Spirit, high for the Bandit, Delivery on the Marcher, Skeletons, Dark Prince. Okay, he was really good to Fireball, so I have to go for a Dark Prince. Please, Pekka, don't get a shot. Okay, that was too close. If that Pekka got a shot, I definitely would have lost. But you know, guys, as I always tell you guys, it's all calculated. I definitely knew that Pekka wouldn't get a shot on my tower. So for some reason, he is letting my Minor connect. So now, honestly, I'm not really sure how, but we're only down 500 damage now. He goes for a really bad Marcher too. I guess going I-Tower is a good placement, because then obviously, I don't think the Pekka player can even snipe my I-Tower. So if you guys want tips, I guess that's one tip. Going like, I guess, Inferno in that position, because then it does force them to put probably their spells onto the I-Tower. Because again, I don't think the Marcher can snipe from that distance or direction. So he does go for Battle Ram, but I can just go for Log, Skellies. I wasn't too sure if he's back to Zap yet, but he does let this entire push get demolished by my Dark Prince Log. So let's see, I cannot let that Ghost connect, so let's go for E-Spirit. He goes for Pekka opposite. But I don't think he's... yeah, he definitely can't ignore my Minor, because that's going to add up for too much damage. So once again, guys, going I-Tower in this placement, I think it will force him to probably play, like, Fireball Zap on it, most likely. Let's go for Log on the Marcher. Okay, I'm not really sure why he's giving me, I guess, value with a Rocket. So let's see. Let's go for Dark Prince. He goes for Fireball. So they go for Skeletons last second, because he also probably will Zap this. Go for Log and the Dark Prince. You have to go Minor on defense. Do I need anything for that Bandit? Okay, looks like I don't. So let's go for Delivery. I feel like he's going to Marcher this to go for Dark Prince right away. Okay, never mind. So I guess I failed my prediction. So now I can probably punish you pretty hard. Okay, how are we going to defend this? Okay, I'm going to wait a little bit. I know a Delivery Log should kill Marcher and Battle Ram. So just going to wait till he zaps and go for Skeletons. Okay, perfect. And go for Dark Prince. Go for E-Spirit to reset the Ghost and the Bandit. I know he's going to Marcher, so Minor right away and go for the Log. Okay, this is really nice defense. I think Marcher will line up for two shots. Okay, only one shot, which is good. I have to go for Delivery on the Ews and Marcher. Okay, Bandits. Okay, I don't think I need that Minor, just to play safe. So I think for Rocket, and this should be enough to win the game, I'm pretty sure. Just go for Log to be safe. And just 2 seconds left. He goes for Fireball and Zap. I'm pretty sure I didn't see that before. But that should be GG. I guess you're really nice to come back against Pekka Bridge Spam. I guess you guys can see that the further the game goes, the better it gets for me anyways. So GG easy, I guess. Let's just see. Yeah, only plus 24, so I'll probably just see you guys in the last match of the vid. Hopping into last match against Shui. Okay, Shui is like 200 below us. So honestly, I really hope I don't lose this, because if I do, it looks like a 45. But I'm pretty sure Shui like usually runs like variants of like giant Sparky. So honestly, it should be a pretty free matchup. He doesn't go for he goes for Bats Golden Knight. So honestly, I'm probably just gonna be careful here. Obviously, I don't know what he has, so just gonna play it out and see. Maybe he's like E-Giant Sparky. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, because you guys already know E-Giant is like becoming meta slowly. It's just really annoying, like E-Giant Mirror. So let's see. I don't think he's gonna get. Okay, somehow he actually gets another ability off. I kind of forget that. I think Golden Knight gets like a 19-second cooldown, or like even less probably. Because I swear, like, it wasn't even like 20 seconds, and he already got back to his second ability. So let's see, he does play Sparky. So if I time this Rocket properly, okay, Hunter hits my Dark Prince shield. But luckily, the Rocket does hit the Sparky and Hunter. So honestly, not too bad of a trade. He has Minion Horde. Okay. Well, obviously, this is Sparky, but I'm not too sure if he has E-Giant or Giant. And honestly, it could be either or like even Gob Giant. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure like a couple weeks ago I saw him like using like Gob Giant, Sparky, Wizard, Minor, Snowball. It's like very weird. So anyways, I have to go for Dark Prince for this Golden Knight and then Bats. Alright, hopefully he doesn't ability again. I doubt he has enough elixir. So just gonna go for Minor in the safe spot. I'm pretty sure he has NATO. Just want to play safe here. He goes for Hunter. Alright. What is he gonna play? He goes for NATO. Okay, that was a really bad NATO on his end. I don't think he needed that. Maybe he wanted to kill my Minor faster. So just go for Log for the chip damage, and just like that, we're up 400 damage. As long as he doesn't like a Sparky Cheese NATO on me, I think I should be okay. So heading to double elixir, let's see what he's gonna do. I mean, I feel like some decks have pump in it, but oh, well, never mind. Looks like he does have pump, so I have to go for rockets. So now the question is, what tank does he have? He obviously has Sparky, but I know he has E-Giant or Giant just waiting for it. So I'm just actually gonna pre-place my I-Tower here. Let's see if I get baits out like a tank in the back. Okay, looks like he has E-Giant. I did just waste my rocket, but you see that I'm already back to it. So I'm probably just gonna rocket this to be safe. Obviously, I don't want to get like cheesed by the Sparky. So he goes for Golden Knight, but I could probably just go for Dark Prince to bring like I guess when he pops his ability, the E-Giant doesn't like full on rush to my tower, so he doesn't take my tower. So you go for Skeletons right away for the Golden Knight. Pretty nice micro on my end. Go for E-Spirit for the Hunter. Let's see, probably just go Minor in the safe spot and then go for Dark Prince. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna Minion Horde, I assume, or Bats. Or he's just gonna eat everything. Okay, I'm not sure why he pumped. I'm really already back to Rocket. So he does play his Minion Horde. Dark Prince gonna hit. Okay, Dark Prince is very close. But I'll just go for Delivery on everything. Alright, let's see. So just heading into overtime. You guys already know, like I feel like as long as he survives like his next pushes for like a minute and 50. Or not a minute 50, as long as I survive his pushes for the next like 45 seconds, this should be GG. So just go for Dark Prince Skeletons for the Golden Knight. Okay, this could be really bad. Golden Knight does dash, so let's go for Rocket on everything. I think I have to eat that Hunter, is really unfortunate. Okay, he goes for a really aggressive Sparky, so I can just go for Delivery Log and everything. I know I just told you guys to save usually your delivery for the minion horde, but in this case he is like just spamming our bridge. So even if he does play minion horde now, I can already get back to another delivery. So it looks like he just has a pump instead. I don't really agree with that. I honestly just probably just let that pump go. Just go for miner and then go for Dark Prince to apply pressure. He does catch a Golden Knight. He also pops a weird ability, but I think Dark Prince actually should kill the Golden Knight actually. He's getting a one hit on the tower. So honestly, we were looking kind of sketchy like a minute ago, but at this point, he goes for E-Giant at the back, I guess trying to counter push me in triple elixir. But there's not really much you can do here. Just go for Dark Prince to be safe. He goes for Sparky. Okay, he like spaced out his E-Giant and Sparky, so where he can literally only rocket his Sparky. I don't really care too much about hitting these towers. Just go for E-Spirit and then go for delivery. I think he's gonna cycle to 2 E-Giants, so doesn't play my I-Tower once again, just to kite over his E-Giant if he does play it. So he will, I guess, start push in the back again. But again, guys, this isn't really gonna work. It didn't work out last time, so I really doubt it's gonna work this time. So we go for miner on defense. Okay, really interesting minion horde. Okay, I guess a decent tornado on his end because he has possibility, but I can literally just go for another I-Tower here. E-Spirit for his bats, delivery for his minion horde. Playing really interesting hordes. I don't really agree with that. Let's see, go for Skeleton's High, miner on the hunter, and then go for a log. And just 10 seconds left. There's 10 seconds left. This should be GG. Let's go for rocket just to be safe. I'll say pretty nice making tree. Anyways, that'll be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Again, guys, tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm not really too sure if I'm gonna upload tomorrow or like I'll try to anyways. Pretty nice win against Sparky. I think this guy was like pretty low, so we only get like the minimum, which is like plus 14. So hopefully this does, I don't think this will put us 7.5, but hopefully this does put us like top 20. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And it's been Nate, and I will see you guys later.